The announcement of Star Wars Eclipse has ignited the imagination of fans across the galaxy. Promising to explore the High Republic era with a narrative-driven experience, the game stands poised to become a monumental entry in the Star Wars gaming canon. What makes this so tantalizing is the possibility of Eclipse blending the deep mechanics of Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR with the fresh sense of wonder that the Phantom Menace delivered when it first took audiences to a galaxy on the cusp of upheaval. The fusion of these two elements, gameplay depth and cinematic scale, could create an experience that redefines what a Star Wars game can achieve. KOTOR set a benchmark for Star Wars games with its rich storytelling, deep role-playing mechanics, and ability to let players shape the galaxy through their choices. It wasn't just a game. It was an experience that made players feel integral to the fate of the galaxy. What made KOTOR exceptional was how it balanced a sprawling narrative with intricate mechanics like character progression, alignment with the Force, and tactical combat. Players could craft their journey, choosing to embrace the light or fall to the dark, while encountering complex characters whose motivations added depth to the story. This sense of agency, combined with the immersive lore of the Old Republic, created a timeless masterpiece. For Eclipse to capture the spirit of KOTOR, it must embrace the same level of interactivity and consequence. The High Republic era, with its focus on a more united Jedi Order and a galaxy enjoying a fragile golden age, offers fertile ground for storytelling. Imagine navigating a galaxy where political intrigue, moral ambiguity, and the shadow of a rising threat all collide. This setting provides ample opportunity for meaningful player choices that echo the ethos of KOTOR. Will the player work to preserve the unity of the Jedi, or will they sow discord in pursuit of their own goals? Such choices could offer the depth that fans crave, making every decision feel impactful and integral to the narrative. Equally important is the excitement that the Phantom Menace brought when it introduced audiences to a galaxy teeming with possibilities. While the film had its critics, few can deny the sense of wonder it evoked. From the bustling metropolis of Coruscant to the underwater cities of Naboo, the film expanded the Star Wars universe in bold new directions. It introduced a diverse array of characters, technologies, and cultures, all set against the backdrop of a galaxy on the brink of transformation. This sense of scale and vibrancy is something Eclipse could emulate to great effect. One of the ways Eclipse could achieve this is through its world building. Just as the Phantom Menace showcased the intricate politics of the Galactic Senate and the mysteries of the Jedi Order, Eclipse could delve into the complexities of the High Republic era. The player could traverse a galaxy filled with newly established hyperspace routes, encounter Jedi Knights at the height of their power, and witness the tensions brewing in the Outer Rim territories. The game could offer a mix of familiar locations, like Coruscant, and new, unexplored worlds that feel alive with history and purpose. Moreover, the Phantom Menace succeeded in creating a palpable sense of tension and anticipation. The film introduced the looming threat of the Sith while laying the groundwork for the galaxy's eventual descent into chaos. Similarly, Eclipse could weave a narrative that balances hope with foreboding, creating a sense that the galaxy is on the cusp of significant change. This could be achieved through a combination of dynamic storytelling, character interactions, and environmental storytelling that hints at the larger forces at play. Another way Eclipse could capture the excitement of the Phantom Menace is through its portrayal of epic set pieces. From the pod racing sequence on Tatooine to the climactic duel between Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul, the Phantom Menace delivered moments that left audiences on the edge of their seats. In a gaming context, these moments could translate into thrilling gameplay sequences that combine cinematic flair with player agency. Imagine piloting a starship through a high-stakes space battle, navigating a speeder through a dangerous terrain, or engaging in a lightsaber duel that tests the player's reflexes and strategic thinking. These moments could provide the adrenaline rush that makes the game feel truly alive. At the heart of this discussion is the importance of balance. To succeed, Eclipse must find a way to honor the legacy of KOTOR while embracing the visual and narrative grandeur of the Phantom Menace. It's not enough for the game to rely solely on nostalgia or spectacle. It must offer a cohesive experience that feels both innovative and authentic to the Star Wars universe. This requires a deep understanding of what makes Star Wars resonate with fans. The interplay of hope and despair, the complexity of its characters, and the thrill of exploring a galaxy brimming with potential. The role of the Jedi in Eclipse is particularly intriguing. The High Republic era presents an opportunity to explore the Jedi Order at its zenith, showcasing their triumphs and vulnerabilities. Players could assume the role of a Jedi Knight, grappling with the responsibilities of upholding peace in a galaxy where not all problems can be solved with a lightsaber. Alternatively, the game could allow players to step into the shoes of a non-Jedi character, navigating the galaxy's challenges from a different perspective. This flexibility could add layers to the gameplay, offering multiple ways to engage with the story. The game's combat mechanics are another area where it could draw inspiration from KOTOR. Tactical combat that allows players to pause and strategize would provide a satisfying layer of depth, especially if combined with modern action elements. The ability to customize abilities, weapons, and companions would further enhance the player's connection to their character and their journey. At the same time, Eclipse could innovate by introducing mechanics that reflect the unique challenges of the High Republic era, such as managing relationships with different factions or navigating hyperspace anomalies. What's clear is that Eclipse holds immense potential to become a defining moment in Star Wars gaming. By blending the narrative depth and player agency of KOTOR with the expansive world-building and cinematic thrills of the Phantom Menace, the game could deliver an experience that feels both timeless and groundbreaking. If it succeeds, it will not only capture the hearts of longtime fans, but also introduce a new generation to the wonder of Star Wars. In doing so, it will remind us why this galaxy far, far away continues to captivate our imaginations. To carry this vision forward, Star Wars Eclipse must also embrace the immersive qualities that make the galaxy far, far away such an enduring setting for storytelling. Part of what made the Phantom Menace resonate, despite its mixed reception, was its ability to transport audiences into a fully realized universe. From the intricate political machinations of the Galactic Senate on Coruscant to the serene beauty of Naboo, every location felt like a character in its own right. For Eclipse to succeed, its environments must be equally compelling, pulling players into a galaxy that feels alive, textured, and brimming with possibilities. One way to achieve this is through environmental storytelling. Consider the bustling underbelly of Coruscant, where the gleaming towers of the elite contrast sharply with the shadowy depths of the lower levels. This dichotomy offers a chance to explore the social and economic divides that underpin the galaxy, grounding the game's narrative in a context that feels authentic and relatable. The player could encounter hidden enclaves of resistance fighters, criminal syndicates vying for power, or Jedi working undercover to maintain peace in a chaotic world. These layers of storytelling would not only enrich the gameplay but also make the galaxy feel like a living, breathing entity. Beyond Coruscant, Eclipse could introduce players to entirely new worlds that capture the imagination in the same way that Naboo and Tatooine did in the Phantom Menace. The High Republic era, with its emphasis on exploration and expansion, provides an ideal framework for this. Players might venture to frontier planets teeming with untamed wilderness, ancient ruins that hold secrets of the Force, or space stations that serve as hubs of trade and diplomacy. Each location could be imbued with its own distinct culture, history, and challenges, offering a sense of discovery that keeps the experience fresh and engaging. Another critical element in achieving this level of immersion is the role of the game's characters. KOTOR excelled in this area by introducing companions with unique backstories, motivations, and personalities. From the witty -47 Hong Kong dollars to the conflicted Bastila Shan, these characters became integral to the player's journey, offering not only support in combat but also emotional depth and narrative complexity. Eclipse could follow a similar approach, creating a cast of characters that reflect the diversity and richness of the Star Wars universe. Whether it's a charismatic smuggler, a seasoned Jedi Master, or a mysterious Force-sensitive individual, these companions could provide players with meaningful relationships that evolve over the course of the game. The interplay between these characters could also mirror the dynamics seen in the Phantom Menace, where alliances were forged and tested against the backdrop of larger galactic events. Imagine a scenario where the player must navigate a tense diplomatic mission, balancing the competing interests of different factions while relying on their companions for guidance and support. These moments of interpersonal drama could add layers of tension and complexity to the narrative, making the player's choices feel deeply consequential. Combat mechanics, too, have the potential to elevate the experience. While the Phantom Menace showcased the elegance and power of lightsaber duels, Eclipse could translate this into gameplay that feels both intuitive and impactful. Drawing inspiration from KOTOR, the game could incorporate a hybrid system that combines real-time action with tactical elements, allowing players to switch seamlessly between direct control and strategic planning. This approach would cater to both traditional RPG fans and those who prefer more dynamic, action-oriented gameplay. Customization is another avenue through which Eclipse could shine. KOTOR allowed players to tailor their character's abilities, gear, and alignment with the Force, creating a sense of ownership over their journey. In the context of Eclipse, this could be expanded to include not only the player's character, but also their companions, starships, and even alliances with different factions. The ability to shape the galaxy in meaningful ways, whether through diplomacy, combat, or subterfuge, would reinforce the sense of agency that makes Star Wars games so compelling. Ultimately, what ties all these elements together is the game's ability to evoke a sense of wonder and possibility. The Phantom Menace may have been polarizing in its execution, but it undeniably captured the feeling of a galaxy on the verge of transformation. If Eclipse can harness this energy while grounding it in the player-driven mechanics of KOTOR, it could deliver an experience that not only honors the legacy of Star Wars, but also charts a bold new course for its future. By weaving together the threads of rich storytelling, innovative gameplay, and breathtaking world-building, Star Wars Eclipse has the potential to become a landmark title that stands alongside the very best of Star Wars games. Whether players are exploring the depths of Coruscant, uncovering secrets in the Outer Rim, or forging their own path through the galaxy, the game promises an adventure that feels as thrilling and expansive as the Star Wars universe itself.